Hey crew, I've got the key to this 25 Rolls-Royce Cullinan Series 2 black badge. And today, excuse me, Bluey, we are gonna see what it's like to live with. Starting with the spacing in my driveway, which is 16 feet wide by 19.5 feet long. I've got the Cullinan parked a couple inches in from the edge, sitting next to a new Toyota Highlander that my wife, on cue, there she is, Mobile Mama, is reviewing. If you want to check out her content, it's at Mobile Mama on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. She's got that one parked temporarily a few inches in from the edge. And with that spacing, there is enough room, demonstrate please, to walk between the vehicles. And even wheel a double stroller through for our kiddos. Look at all that spacing. And the nose of the Cullinan is hovering over the gutter at the front of my driveway. And at the back, excuse me dear, allow me. There is still enough space to walk behind the vehicle, in front of the hedge, along the path to my front door. When first hopping in with the key fob in my pocket, just putting my hand on the door handle unlocks all four doors, unfolds the door mirrors, and raises the spirit of ecstasy. Now, Christina did have to hop to her workout, so I can't show you the door opening space next to the Grand Highlander, but I will wait until I'm in a parking lot to show you that. Instead, I'll mention that these hinges allow you to stop the door wherever you want. So regardless of how much room you have, you can maximize that entry alley. Stepping in onto the fluffy leather pillows, I won't close my own door. I'm going to press on this button and allow it to close for me. Hello cabin crew, thanks for joining for this day in the life in the 25 Cullinan. Now in this video, I want to see if Rolls-Royce's most practical model is practical like a normal SUV or is somehow different. Let's begin by firing it up. Okay, it's a pretty standard startup volume from inside. Let's go listen to it from the outside. I'd say just about as quiet, maybe even a little more quiet than your average family SUV. And that's remarkable, of course, because the Cullinan is powered by a twin-turbocharged V12. That's insane. Now, let me show you where I'd stick the items I bring with me every day, like my smartphone, which can go on this wireless charging pad, and I do have to wedge it into that gap there. Then I've got my GoPro accessories inside the console, along with my sunglasses, and there isn't storage above, so I just have this felt-lined cubby here, and it is going to protect the lenses. The wallet, my wallet, is just behind that, and the accessories do fit right on top and allow me to close that up. My 32-ounce water bottle fit inside the door pocket, so that is a huge win. And as for the key fob, that could either stay in my pocket or can go inside this tray, which is also felt-lined for protection. So I think the storage space inside this Cullinan is just as good as your average family utility vehicle. After I throw on my seatbelt here, I'm gonna click it down into drive, release the parking brake, and I'll also flick on the windshield wipers to remove some of that moisture on the windshield and roll on forward. I do have the curb ramps set up for clearance issues, but that's not a problem in this Rolls-Royce SUV. And I cleared the trash cans, that's a win. I didn't do it this morning, but the Cullinan does have remote start, so you could get the vehicle warmed up or chilled down depending on the temperature of the day for a comfortable entry into the cabin. Not having done that, I am going to turn on my steering wheel heating and seat heating manually. Ha ha! Silly me, I almost forgot about massage. What am I thinking? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. But jokes aside, it requires so little effort to do just about anything behind the wheel of the Cullinan. I mean, even steering the darn thing. It's a very light single finger input to direct this 6,000 plus pound SUV. And breezing onto the throttle provides ample momentum. Same thing for the brake pedal. Just slows in the most graceful of ways. And far be it from you to have to hold your foot on the brake at a stoplight. It's got the auto hold for you, which I know isn't a novelty among automotive vehicles, but it's just right for a Rolls-Royce. And the way that power comes on from the twin-turbo V12 is smooth, silky momentum. And as for other inputs for daily driving, let's listen to the turn signal sound, which is like the clink of polished metal or fine glassware. And as for the turning radius, how do you not turn the wheel just delicately like that? It is excellent. You sweat nothing, including the turning circle in the Cullinan. Now let's say someone would dare cut off such a fine automobile as this. You're gonna need to go to the horn, let them know about their mistake, and what are they going to hear? A dignity to your disgruntlement. I want to phrase the next thing I'm going to say carefully because, well, it's just kind of ridiculous, but the Rolls-Royce Cullinan is so quiet, is so comfortable, from the feel of the leather to the padding of the seats to this absurdly plush ride quality from the adaptive air suspension. It's all just so relaxing that if you were starting your day a little groggy, you're not fully awake, you're just getting your bearings with things, the Cullinan driving experience might be a bit of a problem. Like, it could lull you back to sleep, or at the very least dull your senses as sharp as they need to be an active participant on roadways. I'm not kidding. It's just that comfortable. You need, what I'm trying to say, you need a stimulant like coffee to drive this vehicle safely. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee because when the ride is as velvety as this, I need something, but also I'm not worried that I will spill a single drop of my coffee on this very exquisitely appointed cabin because it's so smooth. That is going to have me here on the highway for a short while so I can see about things like passing power and to queue up the V12 for performance. I'm going to hit the low range mode here and change lanes, put my foot to... Okay. Yeah, there's pace. Almost 600 horsepower, 664 pound-feet of torque. It'll get you going. So the mid-range punch is plentiful. But then when you've had your fun, when you've made your passes, go back into normal mode. Quiet up for a minute, just listen. To the faintest brush of wind noise by the seams. The V12 is darn near silent. It's so nice. It's so calming to commute in the Cully. Oh, but you don't have traffic around you. Fine, traffic, here we go. And a louder road surface. Still, the decibels were raised ever so slightly. And you still have the choice of passing that traffic or letting it pass by you. And if it builds up, then you do have features like adaptive cruise control and a lane departure warning and intervention system. It is not steering assistance. You have to keep your hands on the wheel at all times, but if you lose attention momentarily and try to depart your lane, it will bring you back and recenter you for the moment. It's not going to ping pong you to find those lane markings. So while these systems will reduce your driving fatigue, not as much, in my opinion, as a full hands-free highway driving system that I think belongs in a vehicle that's supposed to be about the minimum amount of effort to drive. But it's time to stop driving for a moment and get some coffee here at MoonGoat Coffee Roasters. And there is a parking spot right in the front for me. I'm going to back into that space, going up and into reverse. Got this high-res camera system, trajectory lines, a bird's eye view, allowing me to back into the spot, getting right there between the lane markings and parking sensors with that proximity approach. Let's go grab some coffee. Ah, and what a perfect spot to enjoy my decaf latte in this amazing looking Italiano sandwich. With a view of the Cully. Okay, you ready to hear a thought no Rolls-Royce owner would ever utter out loud? Gee, the yellow of that fire hydrant really brings out the yellow of my brake calipers. You know, on second thought, my sunglasses shouldn't go inside the console. These should just go in the same cubby where I stuck the key fob. It's also felt lined. Makes more sense. And the cup holders found underneath the carbon fiber hold on to that cup perfectly secure. Wait. You're in a Rolls, Miles. Don't cling to that utilitarian mentality. It occurred to me, I've not yet had a listen to this Rolls-Royce Bespoke audio system, one of the many upgrades to this Cullinan that brings the price up to $608,000. So let's hear what that sounds like. I'm going to access the wireless Apple CarPlay, and on this upgraded infotainment, it's really quick responding, it looks sharp, and you can also still use the dial down here to control the screen if you don't want to touch it, if you want to cut down on that distraction. And turn up the dial. We're moving into maybe 50% of output. A little more, maybe 60. A little more, just for fun. Oh, it's good. The clarity, the hit of bass resonated throughout the cabin, all throughout the range. It felt well defined. Obviously, we didn't have any vocals here, but I imagine those would also be excellent. It is one of the finest quality sound systems I've ever heard. Now I'm gonna go take my older daughter to get a snack, and that means recruiting Mobile Mama to help me install some car seats. What is that, car ASMR?
Car seat ASMR.
Oh, you're operating the zippers
zipper.
over the lower latch anchors?
Rolls-Royce.
Very nice. Let's get these car seats in here.
Okay.
Okay, question. Coach opening doors. Comme ça. Easier or harder to load in a car seat than the normal swing path?
Maybe a tinge easier. It depends. Rear facing, I would say a little harder, and forward facing easier.
Yeah, because I could go in this way and then just work it through that way. Yeah, I agree with that. What about the rest of the install? Was it easy,
well, mine
hard?
was pretty easy. Yours was kind of a nightmare situation.
Mine was complicated. I'll show you why.
I just watched you run around.
Yeah, because, okay, so here, when I go through the trunk, one, I have to actually get all the way in there to reach the top tether point. Two, the top tether point to actually lift up the cover is a pain. You gotta really wedge your finger down into a very small gap to lift it up. But finally, I was able to get it in there, get it cinched down, and they're installed. And it looks like Talia, my older daughter, is gonna have plenty of legroom behind my seat. But let's see what your legroom looks like in the front with a rear-facing car seat behind you. Oh, that back angle looks very relaxed.
I'm comfortable.
Yes? Mm-hmm. Okay, we can say it. Much like a regular SUV, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan is family approved.
The rug is so soft.
Pet the rug, it's so soft. It is super soft. You're absolutely right. You gonna put your face on it? Oh my goodness. Can I show you something else? Press this button right here. Press that one. Push it. Ah. Oh! Look what comes out. It's an umbrella.
Whoa.
Okay. You ready to see the door close? I'm not gonna push it, okay? I'm just gonna touch something. Watch this.
Whoa.
No hands! Oh, it's quiet? Oh, you're enjoying it? Oh, okay.
Mama.
That didn't last long. Talia, What do you think this is better or worse than other SUVs, other ones of these big vehicles that you've been in?
This is better.
Better? Why is it better?
It's comfy down there.
Oh, the carpet's comfy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the stars up top.
You love the stars
So
up top.
bright. Did you take off your shoes?
I want a treat.
You want a treat? Okay, Romy, do you want a treat?
You say treat.
Treat. Okay, and we made it to one of our favorites, Creme Pan. It's a Japanese bakery with deliciousness. Okay, we've got our amazing looking treats. And here's a question. Okay, wait, Tali. Okay, question. Do you want to eat those on the picnic benches, or do you want to eat them somewhere even more special? Even more special. Okay, so watch here.
Watch. What?
Ready?
Seats.
1,
What?
2 very royal seats and a tray for your treats. You guys ready?
That's the specialist thing.
Are you
Specialist
kidding me?
thing. All right, Romy,
That
your
is
turn.
super special.
How cool is that?
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay, the Cullinan is car seat approved. It is kid approved, as we found out yesterday. But is it chauffeur approved? So you know what that means, babe. You are don the chapeau and chauffeur.
No.
What?
Not today.
What do you mean not today?
Not today. Today.
Oh, I'm chauffeuring you?
Claro que sí. Put it on.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
Oh, I feel so much lower in stature.
Is this what you're wearing?
Yeah, I was planning on being chauffeured.
I pay you enough money to buy nicer outfits.
Don't pay me anything.
Okay. Open my door, please.
Your door, milady.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Gosh, this thing's heavy. I have to hold it on my head the whole time.
Yes.
I don't know how you do this.
Training for years.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Where to, madame?
Will you be doing this creepy smile the whole time?
This is how they taught me how to smile in chauffeur school.
Oh, please
You jut
stop.
the front teeth and you suckle in on the bottoms.
I'm quite hungry. If we could go to...
That's a first.
You'll get a pay downgrade.
What's a downgrade from 0?
Negative. What they call the doghouse.
Oh, boy.
You'll be in the
Okay.
doghouse.
Where would you like to go?
My favorite salad spot. You should know. Parlor.
The parlor, of course. Yes, which is just around the corner here somewhere. If you were to drive yourself, which you never would do, to the parlor, which way would you take?
Well, this is
to
your
get
job,
there?
so I would hope that you would know where you're headed.
Let's ask the spirit of ecstasy.
Please do.
Please take us to the parlor. Thank you, spirit of ecstasy, for covering my hide.
We'll leave it to us women to find the way.
It's a digital woman. Anyway, are you comfortable back there?
Very.
Yes.
Can you move the seat forward a little bit more?
Oh, yes, of course. Just get that out of your way so you have more leg room to lounge.
Fantastic.
And are you enjoying the light show?
I am. Is there a way to make it brighter?
Yes.
I need to see more stars. More.
More
stars.
Well, it is the middle of the day,
and where,
madame. I don't
where
know how
are
much
the shooting stars?
they happen. I can't control that. It happens once in a while. Would you like some entertainment? Allow me to get your tray table and
Oh, I'd love that.
a monitor for you.
What? Is there a massage function?
You, my dearly beloved, can I say that if you're my employer? Anyway, you didn't equip this car with massage.
I didn't?
No, you chose seat heating exclusively.
How much did I pay for this vehicle?
Over $600,000.
Without a massage. I must have been
But you chose the fluffy
off my
carpets.
rocker.
Do you like the carpets?
Oh, I do love the fluffy carpets.
Yes, you chose that. You made sure of that.
That is something I would have chosen. You know who I think chose to neglect the massaging seats?
Oh, it definitely
It must have
wasn't
been
me.
my chauffeur.
No, it definitely wasn't me. I knew that was coming. No.
Must have been my
It
chauffeur.
was a unique, unilateral decision. Yeah, well, is this a good time to bring up that I have seat heating and ventilation and massage? It's now a good time for that.
Oh, So this is the worst day I could have chosen to be chauffeured.
Well, it's just,
So I should have been the driver.
it's an unfortunate coincidence that
All I
you
need to
forced me,
know-
asked me to chauffeur you today when I am the one with the massage. It is delightful.
That's another pay deduction.
Oh, gosh. You don't have a lot of features back there, but, madame, if you would only just close your mouth for but a moment,
What is
then
that?
you would begin to appreciate why you spent all that extra money that you don't have on this vehicle. Just shh. Listen. Do you hear that?
Pipe down, please.
Do you feel that?
Now I remember.
Yes.
Now I remember why I spent oodles of money on this.
Yes. It is tranquility. It is velvety soft.
Buttery smooth.
And I know my driving is just immaculate.
Oh,
But
is it?
the Cullinan does take some credit for that. And just like that, we have arrived. And no thanks to the navigation, it was all me. I just remembered every bit of it. We're here at the parlor.
Yes.
So just go ahead and... We're here, get on out.
No. Last
Go
time
on.
I chauffeured, I had to get out.
You're gonna...
Go order.
Yes. Yes, of course. Well, you know, there's a space right up front here,
Perfect.
just for royalties such as myself, yourself, us. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a quail feather.
Shake a quail feather. Now,
Money, please.
what could you...
Money, please.
I don't have money. You have our money.
You employ me. I need money. Give me.
I don't have it.
Do you really not have money? I don't have my wallet.
Take my phone.
Thank you. Definitely won't use it to increase my salary. That just won't be happening at all. I hope this smooths this over. They made a mistake with your order, so they have to make it again. So I got you your choice of gingery ale or an orange nectarine soda. Which would you prefer?
What a nice thought.
Yes, it was.
Okay, let me see these ingredients.
I'm sure it's going to be delicious.
Erythritol? You know I don't put that in my body.
Bless you. What did you just say?
Bless me.
What did you just say?
Yeah, a blessing won't take away the erythritol.
I don't know
in
what
this.
that is. That sounds like a disease.
Look at it.
You have
It could give
erythritol?
me a
I'll get
disease.
some medication for that right away. Some ointment to rub that on. Don't worry. I'll go get it. Got your order right here. You just give me 1 moment. I'm going to go set something up special for you.
Okay.
Just a moment.
All right.
I'm just going to go ahead and move the kids' wagon out of the car. Okay. Please.
Okay. Now this is service.
Yes, you're very welcome. Here it is.
Wow.
It's ready. Your green goddess
Wow.
salad for a tan goddess.
Oh, thank you.
I had to think about that one for a second.
Will you be joining me?
No, I'm going to sit on the hood.
No, I accept.
I was hoping you'd say that. It's hot on the hood.
But only today.
V12, you know. Just, it's very warm up there. Cheers to 6 years.
Wow.
Only 3 minutes of it being chauffeured. You hear the gentle noise of traffic.
So romantic.
It's so romantic. It's just like the ocean. Today, I'm diving into the practicality of this Cullinan, but not before I do something critically important. I've got to see how quick this black badge is to 60. So I've got my test set up here, and this cabin is so well insulated. I was getting 0 reception with my race box inside, so it's mounted to the door mirror. So in preparation for the run, I'm going into the low range mode. Foot is on the brake. I'm going to build up the revs, let it go, and we're off to the races. And there's 60 in 4.82 seconds. I'm rolling in a roller. All right, now let's take the Cully to Costco. But before I actually get into Costco, I need to show you the door opening room when I'm parked next to someone In a normal parking space, I've got the door now as far as it'll go, and these doors are really thick, and the handle sticks out quite a ways for the coach doors in the back, so it makes for a narrower exit than would otherwise be for, I want to say, a normal SUV. Still, made it work, and still, the door closes for itself. And it does look like it's going to be a full cart day because my family seemed to run out of every paper product at the same time. So is all of this going to fit in the back of the Cullinan? Well, before I even begin to load, two quick things. Those deploying seats that my kids enjoyed yesterday, when they're inside, do raise up the trunk height. So it'd actually be better if I raise the tailgate so I can be closer to the cargo loading. The second is that this cargo cover is in the way, so I'm going to fold it forward. All right, I think we did well. I stuffed the towels into the side cubbies and arranged the bigger items in such a way that there is a flat shelf for the paper towels to sit right on top. Is the clamshell gonna close? Yes, perfectly. So after returning my cart to its home, like everyone should do, whether you drive a $15,000 car or a $600,000 car, I can confirm that the Rolls-Royce Cullinan is Costco approved. And since I'm here, I figured I'll fill up this 23.8 gallon tank. The EPA rates the Cullinan Black Badge at just 12 mpg in the city, 19 on the highway, and 14 combined. If you saw the 14, you'd have a fuel range of 333 miles, but I've been seeing 12.7 miles per gallon. And at current fuel prices of $4.09 for 91 octane gas that the Cullinan does require, it's gonna cost me $97 to fill this tank, and it's not capless fueling, but have you ever seen a fancier fuel cap than that? Oh, and it's heavy too. Well, crew, at the beginning of this video, I pondered if a Rolls-Royce SUV could handle life's demands just as well as a more traditional SUV. And after quality time spent behind the wheel, I'm convinced it's almost as practical, but with many more conveniences and amenities. Extra thick doors do provide a bit of a challenge when parking close to other vehicles. If equipped, the deploying tailgate seats also cut into cargo space, and this V12 is quite thirsty. But I would happily trade any of those challenges for what is the quietest and most comfortable riding SUV on sale. You'll love the tranquility, your kids will love the stars and fluffy carpets, and your chauffeuries, if you have any, will love the smoothness. And all you need to level up your SUV life is $500,000 to start. I hope you guys have enjoyed this day in the life, and I will see you again next time.